So just a quick addendum. It turns out that the game wasn't over yet. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Except for we don't have the astronauts available. We do have a couple that were in training, though. Nope, we don't. So, let's go ahead and do a Jupiter probe just for funsies. We really have a far, far bigger program than we need at this point in time. Yeah, whatever. Okay, and we have the Venus orbiter now. Good. So we have a huge budget. Because, of course, we had huge prestige. But we don't really need it because we're just going straight to the moon. I would like to think that if the Russians were this close, they would have gone and continued too. They'd already done tests around the moon, but they hadn't done any such thing. Okay. Farewell and best of luck. We know that it's going to be a little while before these guys even have a chance, so we'll have them continue to do their training. And yeah, that's okay. We just want to get to the moon. We'll monitor this one from mission control. If you can't monitor this one, then yeah. Wow, this is taking a long time to load. Let's go.
T-minus 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mission liftoff. Come on, liftoff. Yay! How much money do we have? Actually, that's a really high. We'll give one Tiger team. We can hire one more Tiger team, I think, and that's it. So, successful liftoff of the Saturn V. Each one of these stages in the mission is a chance for something to go wrong.
You are go for TLI, over. Roger, understand. We're go for TLI.
We confirm the
operation here on the ground.
You are go for T&D.
I really like this animation. It's very simple, but it really gives you kind of a feel for what happened without super fancy graphics. It's just simple animations of 2D models. This is not a high budget game. But you can even see the contact. You can see the little contact pads that they were used to tell that they were down on the surface of the moon. They were supposed to kill the engines once they hit the contact light and fall the last few bits. Apollo 11, they didn't actually do that. So you can hear Buzz Aldrin say contact light. He probably made sure those were in there for that reason. And Neil Armstrong didn't hear it. The adrenaline was going a little bit too quickly there.
Go! Capcom, we're go for landing. Eagle, Houston, you're go for landing, over. Okay, stand by for pitch over.
Looks like the rocket was the least reliable bit of the whole technology.
Picking up the set.
Wow, this is taking a long time to play through.
Okay,
It used to be a fast forward.
AJ at a descent.
Houston, the Eagle has landed.
Very fine grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Yeah, now step off the lamp now.
No, we only have one Tiger team we can do. Oh no!
That's one small step for man. One giant leap for mankind.
We lost a guy on the surface of the moon. Oh no. The tragedies, they just keep building up. Ay, ay, ay. I am determined to do this. But we lost our 3 best guys, so I don't know how we're gonna pull this off. Well, 3 of our 4 best guys. This just shows how critical training was. Okay, so we've done the Venus orbiter program. Let's do... We'll do the Mercury flyby. Yeah, of course, if we really had failed like this, then President Nixon would have given his most famous speech never given, they called it, where he talked about what would happen if the astronauts were stranded on the moon with no hope of coming home. Very interesting speech. You know, Google it and you can find it pretty easily. It's well worth a read. Yeah. You know what? Actually, is there anything we can do to improve this any? No, we got our best EVA guys. Oh, we lost some reliability on the lens, so we can improve it a bit. Okay. And we can improve these people a little bit. There we go. So continuing the mission, and we'll do our Mercury flyby. We gained absolutely no prestige for launching, huh? Interesting. Yeah, we'll go ahead and launch that. Okay. 3 astronauts available. They're decent, so I'll go ahead and remove them from training, and we're going to try this one more time. And if not, we're going to consider this completely, absolutely, totally cursed. Oh, we need 15 flight controllers available. Yeah. Okay. That's what I get for launching all of my unmanned missions first. Man, this is turning into a long mission. Clear, auto sign, resume mission. And we have done a Mercury probe. Yay. We still only have 10 flight controllers because we told them all to go train. Yeah. That's what I get for that. And that will take away from our flight controllers. So I'm just going to end the season. We could do something good, but getting some good information about Venus, but man, it's taken a long time. Okay, we can finally do an Apollo shot again. Look at these guys, they're top notch. 85% is the lowest. Everyone else is like in the 96. Almost. Same thing with these guys. They're all top notch. Just absolutely top notch. The probe is in top notch condition. How could this fail? So we'll do Jupiter flyby. Sure, why not? Okay. Monitor for mission control. We have a ton of money. This will work. Unfortunately, this is going to take forever, as you guys well know.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire.
Launch is good, and we haven't had a tire team yet. Yay. The rocket was proved reliable and helped to improve its reliability even a little bit more. This has gone on long enough. It'll probably be its own separate episode. Wasn't what I intended. Oh well. So far, so good. Now, every one of these steps, the mission controllers, they have like a checkbook for each one of these steps, and so you can just imagine, you know, them going through each one of these and check and make sure everything's right. Now, some of them they can't do a whole lot about, but some of them they can. You know, lightning struck Apollo 12 when it was in orbit, and they figured out that it was still, when it was on its way to orbit, they still figured out it was okay and continued on. So it is perfectly reasonable they could do some of these kinds of checks.
All your systems are looking good going around the corner. We'll see you on the other side. Over.
Okay, go for LOI. Success. So all of this is dependent on the very, very reliable command module. The lunar module we haven't had as much time to vet out,
Your go for undocking.
but it has the fewest steps.
Okay, all flight controllers, gonna go for landing.
The lunar lander was really the hard part. You can see the contact probes there. You don't normally see those in depictions of Apollo, so I found that pretty cool. Now we're final descent. Hey, we should see a, you know, previous mission. Where is it, guys? Come on.
Okay, engine stop. AJ at a descent.
I guess what must have happened with the last mission is we must have had a problem closing the door. Although you really would have thought that they could have launched even with the door open. They would have figured out a way. Apollo 11 actually had a way they could kind of jury-rig the lunar module to get up to space, even if it was a little bit less than reliable.
It does wave when you do that.
Success! This is turning into an absolutely flawless final. 6, 5, 4, 3. Gee, I wonder if they had to do a weather check. Haha.
Roger, thank you. Sounds good.
And this is the last LEM step.
Your go for
So,
undocking.
one thing, they actually, in the later Apollo missions, they targeted the lunar module after it left the command module with the crew to hard land on the surface of the moon in a particular spot. And they used it to do, kind of create a moonquake to figure out what was on the interior of the moon. This is how the mission should have been. Ah. Finally. Success. Yeah, we didn't beat the Russians, but And we'll launch the Jupiter flyby, even though we're not really going to take the time for that. The VAB broke. Haha. Oh, that's funny. First man on the moon is America. Nope, it really wasn't. Oh, that would be nice. So anyways, this is the game. I do like it. This is a particularly poor run. I think the game knew that I was recording this and decided to show off just how horrible that things can be. But we lost a whole lot of people. 11 fallen crew members to make it to here. Actually, more than that. I thought it was more than that. But we've done virtually every goal. Never did I do a sun probe. Yeah, that's okay. We've done virtually every goal in this game, and even though we lost a lot of people, we still managed to do everything. Spaceflight is hard, and that's why NASA has to take it as seriously as they are. I really hope that when we head to Mars that we won't have these kinds of issues. But anyways, thanks so much for joining me. Let me know whatever questions, comments you guys have, and until next time, keep on track and take care.